Hey y'all, what's up? This your boy Evan. Welcome to the Cartoon Block. Today I'm gonna show y'all how to draw Maka from Soul Eater. What y'all? That's one bad girl, boy. You don't want to mess with her. So get back here in a few seconds and we'll get started. Okay guys, let's go ahead and get started drawing Maka Albarn from Soul Eater. So we're going to begin with her head, which is a circle. We're going to start with that shape and get her chest area in with another circle. Drop her shoulders in, circles again. And I'm going to extend her abdomen area down, her torso, abs area, going into her hips. And for now, her arms are going to be cylinders. Have this arm draped down to the side, and her other arm will be up. I'm going to have her holding her death sight, which is Soul Evans. It's going to be around her head. I'm putting in her cuffs, which I should not be doing right now, but I'm kind of getting ahead of myself. I know how sometimes you get excited about putting in details, but you shouldn't be doing that. So now focusing on her head, dropping the center line in. Now we're going to gradually turn this circle into, a squared off head with her jawline near the bottom. Once we flesh out the outline of the head, next is going across the center of the head is the eye line. And then we divide the head into 3 equal parts vertically, and this will help us place the eyes on the face. Maka doesn't have those glossy, starry, highlighted eyes like most of those stereotypical anime characters do have. Her eyes are relatively simple. They're darker in the upper portion, and the lower portion is just light, very light. And her nose, along with the main cast of the Soul Eater series, is very simple. Her mouth line, and put a slight shadow for her lower lip. And her ears are next. These are all just simple features. I love the show because it has tons of action in it. It's very well animated and directed. Those animation directors do a phenomenal job. But their facial features are very simple. Minus some of their eyes on a few of the characters like Death the Kid and Soul Evans. Maka has relatively simple facial features and her eyes. Now I'm going to use my Sumo Grip mechanical pencil to tackle the more intricate pieces where I want to do more fine detail work. I use my Cool Erase Prismacolor blue pencil to do the overall sketching, the overall general shape, and laying in of or blocking in of the major shapes and whatnot. And then when I find myself wanting to do more detailed work, it's time to switch over to the Sumo Grip. I like the Sumo Grip pencil a lot because it's comfortable and I don't have to sharpen it. Those are 2 biggest things. Now I'm erasing, her eyes. Like most of us artists do, we don't like something, you go in and slightly adjust it. No drawing ever comes out 100% correct the way you want it on the first try. I don't know anyone who draws like that. So when you see things that need to be done to your art, don't feel bad. You go on and you just do it. You tweak it, adjust it. I've had drawings where I did a bad job on them. I had to start from scratch. It doesn't make you feel good, but just stopping and not doing the drawing isn't going to make you feel good either. You have to go ahead and continue on, try it again. And you guys have seen me use my post-it note trick where I cover up certain things and start over again. Moving down to her neck area, and I'm going to start dressing her costume on right now. Her collar kind of comes up and covers her chin slightly, just for this pose right here. I'm going to drop in her tie. Nothing complex about her tie. It has a few stripes on it, and I'm going to render in the shading on it. Not going to do it fully, but enough you can give it some dimension. Dark and then lighter in the lower part of it. Her buttons are really cool on her jacket and on her cuffs. They have this like huge stitching on them. Nothing complex about them at all. Now for the drapery on her jacket, you can just get reference offline or just look at certain jackets. I'm not going to detail out her jacket, tremendously. We're just going to put in the simple wrinkles on her sleeves and give it some shadow. Now moving up to her cuff on her sleeve, which I think is pretty cool. She has this long tails coat with these huge, tuxedo cuff links on them. It's what you don't see girls normally wear. But for her hand, I'm going to look at my own hand to make sure I am doing the hand proper. So make sure I'm showing the correct amount of palm and fingers on her model. So whenever you're in doubt, look in a mirror and look at yourself to draw your ears, your eyes, your mouth, your hand, anything. You are your best model. Just get a mirror and you're pretty good to go. Now I'm going to use my Stapler pencil to flesh out the drawing a little bit more. If there are big shadowed areas and I don't have to do fine detail work, then I'll go ahead and use this pencil, or a regular school pencil is fine. Either one. I want to go ahead and just do some quick sketching on it. I could use my blue pencil, but I don't need the blue pencil here. I want to go ahead and use the Stapler to do just huge big strokes of lines on the drawing. So as you can see, I use a lot of tools when I draw, and mostly it's whatever's closest to me as well. Sometimes I can't find my pencils, or my son has taken some of my pencils, or I can't find them for some reason. I left them at work or whatever. I just grab whatever's closest to me. And this works great. This pencil right here works great for doing my huge, shading in and blocking in certain blacks on a drawing. So the blue pencil or the red Prismacolor I use to do my blocking in of basic shapes, and the Sumo Grip for fine detail, and the Stapler for big strokes and blocking in of blacks. Now I'm going to draw her death scythe down here, which is Soul Evans. Get it down here in the picture. Her coat, I love her coat because it looks like a cape almost. It makes her action poses seem more dynamic. Blocking these blacks here, and there you have it. That's Maka Albarn from Soul Eater. Now let's get to the results of the anime manga Thor drawing contest. You guys did a fantastic job, so let's begin with the honorable mentions. And here are the top 10 finalists. Which one is the best original anime manga Thor drawing? You decide by voting. In the comments below, for example, simply type I vote B, I vote C, I vote F for whichever drawing you think is the best. You can only vote once, and you can only vote for one drawing. None of the finalists can vote or you will be disqualified. Voting ends Wednesday, May 25th, and the top 3 winners with the most votes will be announced Friday, May 27th.
There will be one Judge's Choice winner chosen personally by CartoonBlock. That person will have their drawing video displayed on CartoonBlock's channel for 2 days.
Let the voting begin.